Hello, welcome to Side A, Side B. This is going to be another video in the Keyhole method series. In this video, we're going to be creating some flexibility in solving the third layer edges, putting 3 third layer edges into a triangle, and then using an algorithm to put the third layer edges in a variation where we can solve the third layer edges. Hello, welcome back. In previous videos of the Keyhole method, we left it so the third layer edges are turned. They could be in their correct spots or not, but we left some algorithms to solve the third layer edges. In this video, we want to create some flexibility to solving the third layer edges. Alright, so here's what we want to do. We want to put 3 edge pieces in a triangle, and the remaining 2 edges are switched. Alright, and then we're going to use an algorithm to make a variation where we can solve the third layer edges with minimal amount of moves. All right, let's see how that's going to work out. First, let's scramble the top. Or you. And we use a variation of the trading places algorithm. This video, our mission is to create some flexibility to solving the third layer edges. And by doing that, first we want 3 edge pieces in a form of a triangle. And this missing piece is where our keyhole is. Right here, where these 2 edge pieces are switched. Okay? So this piece should go here, and this piece should go here, but they're switched. This is what we want to solve to put it in the variation. And as it turns out, these three edge pieces are not in the variation where we want it. So here's what we want. Here's the algorithm. We're calling it the change-up algorithm. Where this piece, because this piece right here, this orange side is on this side, so we have to do this change-up algorithm on using our right hand. All right, so in this algorithm, this piece stays in the same spot, stays the same, doesn't move. And these 3 edge pieces right here switch, move, change. This piece, this piece, this piece, and this piece, they all change. All right, and it's 3 moves. It's F, U prime, F prime, and then it goes back to the triangle, and yeah, and you can see these 3 pieces have moved, and this stays where it is, and it's actually not in the variation where we want it to solve it, so we do it again. F, U prime, F prime. And now it should be in a variation where we can solve the cube. All right. And if you notice, if we switch out these 2 edge pieces, this piece is going to go in its correct spot, and we've captured this white and orange piece, and if we move our U and then do an F prime, this piece will go into here, like so. All right, let's do it. These two pieces switch out. This piece goes in its correct spot. We do U and then an F prime to get it back to our original spot, and voila. The third layer edges are solved. By putting these three edge pieces into a triangle with the condition that these two edge pieces are switched, and then using the change-up algorithm to put it into the correct variation where we can solve the third layer edges. All right. All right, now that it's rescrambled for a reset, looking at the cube, it's actually in a spot where we can solve the cube. It's in the correct variation. To solve the third layer edges, it shouldn't take more than 2 applications of that algorithm to put it in the correct variation. Because if we switch out these two pieces, right here, this blue and orange piece is going to be in its correct spot, and we've captured this piece, and when we turn our U, we can put this yellow and orange piece in its correct spot right here. All right, like so. All right. This piece right here, we do our U, and then the orange and yellow piece is in its correct spot, and voila. All right, let's do it one more time. All right, now see they're not in its correct spot again. They're not in the variation where we want it, but we can apply that algorithm, the change-up algorithm, to manipulate those 3 pieces to put it in the variation where we want it to solve the third layer edges. All right, and since this orange side is on this side, we have to put the triangle facing in this direction right here. So this is our front, this is our left, this is where we want the triangle to be facing. All right, so we do that 3-move change-up maneuver. Here, here, here. And as it turns out, we have to do it one more time because they're not in the variation to solve it. All right? Here, here, here. And now this triangle is in a variation where we can solve it. You can see that. If we change out these 2 pieces, we've captured this piece, and then we can put this piece in its correct spot right here. You see that? Do the same thing. We replace these 2 pieces together at the same time we've captured this piece, we turn, do a U, and then we do an F prime to put this orange and white piece in its correct spot, which is right here. But here's here I just want to show you something. We know that these 3 edge pieces are in the correct variation where we want it. That means we have to do the change-up algorithm 3 times to get back to our starting point, which really means that we only need to apply the change-up algorithm no more than 2 times to get the correct variation to solve the 3rd layer edges. Let's see if that's true. Let's just demonstrate that. So to show that, we know that these 3 pieces are in the variation where we want it, so we have to do it 3 times. We have to do that change-up algorithm 3 times to get back to where we want it. All right, here, here, here. That's once. Here, here, here. That's twice. Here, here, here. That's 3 times. And now we're back to our original spot, which is we can solve it. So if we do the basic math, we only have to do no more than 2 times to do that change-up algorithm to get these 3 edge pieces in a variation where we can solve it. All right, so because we can solve it. These 2 pieces switch out. At the same time, we've captured that piece. We do a U prime, as it turns out, and then we do an F prime to put this piece in its correct spot. And voila, the 3 edge pieces are in their correct spot. All right, now we can do another video, but I think any other videos would be redundant because there's so many variations to solve the cube in the Keyhole method that any more videos would be redundant. So, for example, if we have our piece, if this orange and green piece is right here, if the orange is on this side, we can do the same algorithm with our left hand. And it's going to be an L prime, a U, and then an L. And it's the same procedure. And we might have to do it once or twice. All right. So let's try and solve the cube. Let's solve the cube since we have since our keyhole has been solved. That means we can choose any keyhole that we want. This happens sometimes. Most often, though, 5 corner pieces are unsolved, but here we have 4 corner pieces that are unsolved. One is solved for us. So we can solve the cube. All right, let's do it. So it's the left-handed belly flop to do that. And now we have these 3 pieces. And this piece goes here. And all we have to do is just do that one move, and this piece needs to go here. And as it turns out, we just have to do that. And voila, the cube is solved. All right, and after solving the third layer edges, if you need to do a review on how to solve the entire cube, you can just review our videos, basically using a combination of the left or right-handed belly flop algorithms to solve the entire cube. And no more than 3 applications of the belly flop algorithms to solve. It all depends on the positions of the last 5 corner pieces to be solved. Sometimes you can solve the entire cube with 2 applications of the belly flop algorithm. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to bring you this series, and if we find something worthwhile to add to the keyhole method, then we'll add a video. Otherwise, I think we've covered all the bases. I think, like I said, any more videos would be redundant. We don't want to spoil all the fun to solve the cube. Take care and see you in the next video.